Okay guys, I am back and I'm not actually for sure if you'll get like a full 3 videos this week or not. I'm not really sure. I'm gonna set these aside, grab them one at a time, and then we'll glue in some pockets on the front and back cover. And then maybe we'll kind of work on maybe some tags. I don't know. The pockets that we made the other day will be the ones we use on the covers. So we're just gonna pick like different ones, obviously, and it doesn't really matter because they're all pretty much the same paper families. So yeah, I'm not overly worried about it, and we made sure that it was all the same I don't know what sort I'm looking for. All the same sizes. There you go. I think my brain's a little frozen. Like, it's been like a full week since I recorded a new video, so I always tend to kind of get out of the swing of things, I guess, if you will. And we gotta work on that glue a little bit. And we might have to go on top of the fabric, and that's okay. That'll be just fine. So yeah, it is Sunday, and I am waiting for a delivery while also needing to go to the office to finish up the taxes. Like, I'm close. I've just got to really put totals together today, so that will actually free up a lot of my time this week. But we do have a couple events for Grace this week, and work as usual is like crazy. So yeah, and I need to call a friend today. Actually, 2 of them. Kind of been neglectful on checking on them, and I feel terrible. I just, whew, yeah. All right, so that's one. Yeah, these are the parts where it gets kind of tedious, I guess, right? Let's do this a little more solid, kind of break it up a little bit. A lot of the repetitive stuff that you've got to do to kind of finish them out or whatever. And then I think one of the tags and stuff that we're going to make is out of the backing of the front corrugated things, because it's kind of an interesting texture. And I guess I had never really pulled it all out like I did on these. So I don't, excuse me, I don't know if pulling it in this whole strip like is what made the difference or not. I don't know. But yeah, I'll show you really quick. Yeah, it made this interesting textured piece. So we'll clean it up a little bit. I'll pull out some of like that. But I'm thinking that we might be able to make some pretty cool, you know, with just that little bit of roughage. I don't know if, maybe if I do that, you can kind of see it. I don't know, I thought it kind of looked cool. So we'll just see what we see, right? So the week I had was pretty good. I ended up getting an apology from that coworker who wasn't exactly nice. He did apologize adequately, right? Like, I think that's how I tell how mature people are, is whether they can recognize what they actually did wrong and actually like say it. He was able, like, I didn't even say anything. Like, he already kind of knew where he had gone wrong, and he said, you know, I shouldn't have said that. I said it in anger, and you really hadn't said anything that would have prompted that kind of a response, and I'm sorry. And so I was like, okay, awesome. Like, yeah. So, yeah. I mean, all's well. And I think the older I'm getting to, the more I realize that I don't actually need to respond to bad behavior. I don't need to, like, call them out, I guess. Is that the word I'm looking for? I don't know. But yeah, I just don't need to do that. I don't need to respond in any other way than just to, like, walk away. And I think that probably, it's a conundrum, right? When you are healing or have been healing, sometimes I think some of us didn't have a voice for so many years, and if we didn't have a voice, then we obviously weren't heard. And then we kind of, I think that's one of the most damaging things to heal from, is not being able to have a voice or a say in what's happening in the world around you. Or even if somebody didn't, like, intentionally make you feel that way, sometimes I think we just start being silent because we think like nobody's like listening or hearing, right? So what's the point in even talking? And I think we get bogged down by that, right? And I think for me anyways, I went through a phase where you wronged me, you're gonna hear about it, right? And I don't mean that I did it in like a bad negative way, but I mean, I definitely put voice to all the ways I felt like I was being wronged in a more adult way, but still, I mean, yeah, you're gonna know about it. I'm not gonna take mistreatment laying down. And then I think I've kind of settled into like a gentle, like, knowing when I need to say something. I think honestly that growth has happened a lot in the last 6 months, just because, you know, at the previous 2 jobs, I just took the ill treatment and just went about my day. And then until it became more or less like, you got to say something or else nothing's going to change. And then by the time I did, then I was just like, all my, well, I don't want to say venom, but for lack of better words, venom just came boiling to the surface. And I wasn't able to always be the kindest. I was more direct than I probably should have been. I mean, I try always never to hurt anybody's feelings, but, so yeah, actually having a boss that hears what I'm trying to say and he takes it to heart and realizes that it's not just like, oh, she's just being a girl or whatever, like what they're saying or doing is probably not great. You know, I can handle it, but you know, if they try that with somebody else, you know, that ain't gonna work. That in and of itself has gone like a long way to me, like feeling that I didn't actually have to correct or stick up for people, or, you know what I mean? Having a good boss makes all the difference in the world, I think. Yeah, having somebody that'll kind of like stick up for you, I guess. I don't know if that's really the word I'm looking for either, but yeah, it does make all the difference in the world. Oh, and you get some puppy barking. I'm actually surprised the The youngest one is embarking. She was a little bit ago, and I opened the door and kind of looked at her, and she's like, okay, I'll be quiet. Oh, she's a pill. But yeah, anywho, man, these just look so pretty, don't they? And I know guys aren't going to want to hear that their journals look pretty, but I mean, they look cute, I think. I think in one of the next videos, we're going to end up doing my, I don't know if I'll release it right away or if that'll be closer to the end, I'm not sure. But my personal touch on these, because I know I was saying before, but they do hold it holds a pretty special meaning, and I probably won't share it, but I don't know, maybe I will. Oh, I just love how these turned out. They're so simple, yet, I don't know, the colors are just calling to me. Maybe we need to, like, I do have that other journal I need to finish up. It's over here. It's the cover. And honestly, I haven't touched it. One, because we were working on this, but also two, like, I was really into getting it finished. And then, I had that breakup with that cutie pie, and so I don't know if I'm just kind of associating it with that. I don't know. I don't know. Call it good for that part. You say we throw a little bit of decoration on these. I was thinking something simple. If we would, because these strips, I don't remember where they came from exactly, but one of the last couple of projects we've done, it's about as much as I can remember. Just thinking that we want to keep it super, super thin, right? Because, I mean, I thought about including a writing board with a pen. Because, I mean, I'm not trying to be, that's what I'm looking for. Stereotypical, but typically guys don't always have a pen to hand, and not that girls do either, but we at least know where we put most of our stuff, right? So I just feel like maybe if we were to just if we were to give them incentive to keep their pen in there, then I don't know. Does that sound weird? Does that sound bad? I don't know. I hope not. So yeah, I'm gonna keep these super simple. Like, we want it flat. We want them to be able to feel like they can, you know, use it, because I know. Okay, So a lot of guys have already been trained by girls, like, not to use the pretty towels in the bathroom and stuff like that, right? Like, I guess that's my other qualification for these, is that I want the guys to feel like they can actually use them. And I don't really want to go too crazy on pockets either. I was thinking maybe doing like half of what I'm betting I'm going to end up having to glue those, because I just remembered that we've been gluing all of them. So we'll see. I'm going to just make them, and then if I have to go back off camera and re-glue, then that's what we'll do. So, but as I was saying, I don't want them to feel like they can't use it. And I don't, like, you know, when things are too pretty, then guys like shy away from using them because they've been kind of trained not to do that. These are kind of just like I said, cute, simple, fun. You know what I think I might do though? I think I might decorate them up just a little bit more. Some of the like smaller Tim Holtz. No, and my dog's got to put his 2 cents in. Whatever's going on, he thinks it's unfair. I don't know if the girls are playing or what, but he's putting his little collie 2 cents in. Dawn will appreciate that. Dawn always calls it collie follies, which she's not wrong, because he's a special needs boy. And I don't mean that lightly. Yeah, he's super special. I don't know what happened to this poor baby before I got him, but he's definitely he's hopelessly in love with children. He even hears a little boy's voice, and he is literally like, oh. But he's also a very, very big dog, and very big for a collie. Like my dad and his wife have 2 collies, and my boy outstands them by like 4 or 5 inches. Like he's a big boy. Like I'm 5'4", and he literally, his back comes up to my hip. I mean, he's a big boy. He's abnormally large for a collie. So yeah, that gets him into trouble sometimes. Because he thinks he's a lap dog when it comes to a child. And it's like, I'm going to go with no. No, we should not be jumping. We should not, yeah. But yeah, he's definitely like a little kid when those are a little bit too big for these, I think. I don't actually think I really have any mini stuff. I have some of these little tiny ones. Maybe, well, it can't be that one, but I have the little tiny girl. Oh, wait. Maybe. All right. You know what I think is going to have to happen? I'm going to end up having to, like, dump the whole thing out. There's little guys there, but again, I don't know with those words. Maybe they're too big. Oh, you probably got some of my gray hair in there. Oh, yep. The deer must be making their daily trip around my yard. No. All right, I am gonna pause. Actually, you know what? I think we've been on long enough. I'm just gonna go ahead and sign off for this video, and I will just see you in the next one. Bye, guys.